Hi everyone! Today, we're going to take a look at the best mini ITX cases in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our top 10 best picks, and we'll talk about what you look for before buying the best mini ITX cases. You can find links to all of the products we've mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have NZXT H210i. The NZXT H210i is essentially a tiny version of our favorite mid-tower, the H710i, built to only support mini ITX builds. The H210i does a great job fitting a high-end system into a compact, minimalistic package, like its bigger brother. The case comes equipped with NZXT Smart Hub and includes 2 fans and 1 RGB LED strip. Available for around $130, the H210i is the same price as most mid-sized towers, but we still think it's worth it. The case has many features you'd find in a high-end mid-tower, including excellent cable management and a full-size tempered glass panel. Thanks to NZXT CAM-powered Smart Device V2, the H210i features intelligent digital fan control and offers plenty of room to expand the built-in RGB lighting with additional strips. With added support for liquid cooling and large graphics cards, the H210i is the perfect solution for those who want to make a small but powerful gaming PC. Moving on to the next at number 2 with InWin A1. When it comes to innovative case design, InWin frequently pushes the boundaries and creates some remarkable cases. The latest A1 Mini ITX Tower is one of those cases with its sleek, compact design and innovative feature set. The A1 features a pre-installed and pre-cable managed 600W power supply that eliminates one of our least favorite things about building in small ITX cases trying to find and fit a PSU. It provides just enough power for most ITX builds with discrete graphics cards. One of the lovely modern touches is the integrated wireless Qi charger at the top of the case that allows you to charge your phone effortlessly. Unlike some of the other ITX cases in this list, the A1 can support big, powerful builds with large radiators and lots of storage. It's still capable of being the basis of plenty of decent builds, though. The number 3 position is held by Corsair Crystal 280X RGB. This guide is specifically for mini ITX builds, but Corsair's Micro ATX Crystal Series 280X is such a great case we just had to mention it. The cube-like tower features a dual-chamber design that makes a very efficient space for easy cable management and installation. The 280X RGB comes with 2 pre-installed addressable RGB fans and a lighting node PRO controller. As with the other Crystal series cases, the 280X features 3 smoked, tempered glass panels that allow you to easily show off your RGB interior. The case offers a wide assortment of cooling options with support for radiators up to 208 mm in length. Despite its Micro ATX classification, we would highly recommend the 280X RGB for both MATX and Micro ITX builds. The spacious interior and versatile dual-chamber design make it one of the most compact cases out there. It isn't much larger than other mini ITX cases, so it still looks fantastic wherever you place it. Next, at number 4, we have Phanteks Evolv Shift. When it comes to PC cases, it's incredible to see how far we've come along from the annoying old beige boxes of the early 90s. Gamers and enthusiasts are now proud to display their systems on their desks. And while there have been a few options that are great for the living room, Phanteks topples the competition with the Evolv Shift and its larger brother, the Evolv Shift X. We were surprised to discover how roomy and straightforward it was to build despite a small footprint measuring just 6.7 x 18.5 x 10.8 inches. Phanteks accomplished this feat by inverting the motherboard and including a reversible GPU mount that allows you to install your graphics card vertically behind the motherboard. This means the rear eye/, always moved to the top of the case, heading away with a door that has a nifty RGB LED in it. The Phanteks Evolv Shift may not be the smallest ITX case for the living room, but it is by far our favorite. A stunning exterior combined with a well-engineered interior makes it the perfect case to bring 4K PC gaming to your living room. And if you want to take things one step further with custom liquid cooling, the larger Evolv Shift X offers even more bang for your buck. The number 5 position is held by Cooler Master Elite 110. If you're looking to build a simple, compact gaming system or HD PC, Cooler Master's Elite 110 is as accessible as it gets. It may not have all of the bells and whistles of the other ITX options mentioned in this guide, but it certainly gets the job done. When you boil it down to basics, this case is about as necessary as you can get. While feature reduction has its ups and downs, this case minimizes the negative and offers one of the smallest form factors we've seen. A smart interior layout with a vertical GPU mount allows you to fit in this little package quite a bit. The Elite 110 supports a broad range of graphics cards up to 8.3 inches long, and even leaves enough room for 120 them all-in-one liquid coolers. Unlike other small form factor cases, this one supports most regular ATX-sized PSU. At a mere $40, it's straightforward for us to recommend the Elite 110 for builders on a budget. The number 6 position is dominated by Cooler Master NR200. The dream of the ultra-compact gaming PC is perhaps as alive as it's ever been, but you don't want to have to sacrifice the option of high-end components just to make it happen. With the Cooler Master NR200, you're getting a case that's just 18.25 liters in volume, but it finagles its internal space to hold some serious hardware. You can go beastly with your CPU, as there's room for a decently sized air cooler or even a 200 Fordham radiator to get that liquid cooling action. You've also got enough room in the case for a 330 long graphics card, which is longer than the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090 Fe. You'll also get dedicated holders for two 2.5-inch drives and one 3.5-inch drive, which can all back up the NVMe SSD you should definitely be planning to include in an SFX build like this. It's all the more surprising the amount of room this case has for fans. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Thermaltake Core V1. The Thermaltake Core V1 may not be the most elegant case you can get, but at its price, we can forgive a few foibles. This cubic ITX case does a decent job of letting you show off your components through its clear side panel, which you can put on either side or even on top. The case is also easy to build since you can remove the sides and top to reach right in. You don't have to fuss around with vertical GPU brackets to show off your card or avoid sag either, as this case actually orients your motherboard horizontally and thus puts your graphics card vertical. You get plenty of ventilation with the Thermaltake Core V1 as well. It fits a 200 fan at the front to quietly pull in plenty of fresh air, and the side panels have many openings. The rear can even fit a pair of ATEM exhaust fans. Another big perks of this small case is that you don't actually need to go too small with all of your components, as it has clearance for a 100 Fordham CPU cooler, a 285mm graphics card, and even a standard ATX power supply. Now there's a budget saver. The number 8 position is held by Fractal Design Node 202. When you're on a mission to build a gaming PC that's more powerful but smaller than a console, there's no substitute for the Fractal Design Node 202. It's a 10-liter chassis that can fit full-size graphics cards inside and keep you on budget with its $145 price tag with an included 450W power supply, though a $70 price model without a power supply is also available. Better yet, it has a very clean, modern aesthetic that wouldn't look out of place in your home entertainment center. There are only 2 mounting points for two 120mm case fans, but they'll have to be low profile, and the same goes for your CPU cooler. You can forget about liquid cooling your CPU. However, even without any additional fans, the Node 202 offers plenty of ventilation for the CPU and GPU areas, which are also all protected by dust filters. Next at number 9 we have Thermaltake Tower 100. Getting jealous of the Xbox Series X with its towering vertical orientation, but don't want to abandon the league of PC gamers. The Thermaltake Tower 100 has you covered with a compact size and a design that'll let you show off your rig. This mini ATX case opts for airflow that ventilates out the top and either pulls in through the rear or from below, leaving the front and sides for glass panels to let your internal components shine. Though this is a small case for ITX builds, it actually is built with space for standard ATX power supplies, so you don't have to hunt down an expensive SFX power supply. You'll also get a decent amount of space for a CPU air cooler and a full-length graphics card. There's one quirk of this funky design. The motherboard I/O all comes out of the top, but it's cleverly tucked behind the top filter, and there are some routing channels to have cables come out the back. Thermaltake's own front panel I/O adds even more easily accessible ports with two USB 3.0 slots and a USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C port alongside mic and headphone jacks. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Lian PC11D Mini. Some Mini ITX cases are all about seeing how little you can go. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can get a compact case that's not so tight that getting parts in is a struggle. You shouldn't have to make a ton of sacrifices just to go small. With the Lian PC11D Mini, you don't have to. This case squeezes the power supply in its own small section, requiring a SFX or SFXL unit. But on the flip side, it leaves a ton of room for components. While this case will work for your ITX build, it actually is the space for MATX and even ATX motherboards. That means you can configure for ITX now and switch your build up a few years down the line without needing to get a new case. There's room for 4 drives, including 2 3.5-inch drives with easy-to-install caddies. You can also fit large CPU coolers and graphics cards, so you won't have to skimp on performance hardware. There's even a ton of room for fans and up to 360 radiators. That's right, radiators plural. There's a lot of flexibility to how you build inside the Lian PC11D Mini, and that explains why the D stands for dynamic. That's all for today. We upload computer and accessories product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.